There's a bad habit that we have sometimes that I think we all need to work on getting out of, and that is misusing the word hope. Of course, hope is a very biblical word, and so there's some relevance to this in this devotional. But I want you to think about how wrong-headed it is when we ask somebody, "Are you going to heaven?" and they answer, "I hope so." And they mean it, and that their inflection, they give the impression that they don't actually know that they're going to heaven. They just kind of cross their fingers and hope that they're going to heaven. And they use the word kind of as a wishing thing. They say, "Well, I sure would like to think I'm going to heaven," or "I really, really would like to believe that I'm going to heaven." And so that's what they mean when they say, "I hope so." But that's not the meaning of the word hope. The word hope doesn't mean you cross your fingers, you knock on wood, you wish upon a star. The word hope means to have confidence in something, to let that knowledge and the understanding of a fact motivate you to keep on going to achieve that goal. I hope for heaven. I hope in going to heaven, but I don't hope that I'm going to heaven. That's a misuse of the word. When I say I hope for heaven, what I mean is I know I'm going to heaven, and I have the confidence that comes out of that knowledge, and it motivates me to keep going and to stay faithful and to endure difficult times. Paul writes in Hebrews chapter 11 that faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Well, I've never seen heaven. I've never been there. I've never gone to the spiritual throne of God in a kind of a literal sense and bowed before his presence. I do that when I pray in a metaphorical way, but not in a literal way. And yet I know one day I will do that. I'll have the privilege of going to be with God out of this world and away from the struggles and the hardships of this life. I know that because I have faith that Christ has saved me and has made that possible for me. And I'm going to be faithful. I'm going to obey his commands and make it to heaven someday. And so because I have that knowledge, it is appropriate to use the word hope, because hope is the motivator. It is the fuel that keeps driving me. Faith is the car, and hope is the gasoline that keeps driving me to heaven. So I have faith. That is the substance of the things in which I hope, the evidence of the things that I haven't seen. I haven't seen heaven, but I hope to go there. And because of that, I have faith that holds my hope together and keeps me pressing forward, knowing that I'll make it there someday. So let's remember that as we think about the word hope, and let's have the right kind of hope, one that is rooted in knowledge that you're going to make it someday.